Hello. Welcome to the 18th part of the Necromancer's evolutionary traits. A special thanks to my channel members for supporting me. And if you want to support, you can join my channel membership or Patreon for as low as $1. Thank you very much. Let's begin. At the beginning of this part, we see that Andreas collects the materials of dead monsters. He gives the materials to Nickel and says, "I've collected all the materials I could use. Let's get going." He hears some loud bang. He thinks, "What's that sound? And where's the mask?" His appearance changes. There is someone laying on the ground. He sees him and thinks, "That's a leopardian." He gives him a potion. He says, "Hey, can you talk? What happened?" Andreas thinks, although they live in this remote area, due to the Emperor's oppression of different races, each and every leopardian is an adept warrior, skilled in close combat. Who in the world could have done this? A really big insect attacks him. He cuts it in half. He says, "A bug monster capable of high-speed flight. I remember that only Ranix, the bug manipulator, was able to control it. His bug army is strong enough to wipe out a whole village in half a day. He's on a treasure hunt on Jester's orders, and the fact that he's here means..." Leopardian gets up and says, "It's those bugs. Those bugs attacked the village." Andreas thinks, "He here for the Lunapult crystal. That's the only treasure the Leopardians carry." Andreas brings out Nickel and Timer and says, "Can you take me to the village? I might be able to help you." He thinks, even if it's an emergency, is it worth risking taking a mysterious human into the village? He says, "You are doubtful. But consider this, if I were an enemy, I wouldn't offer help you in the first place." Leopard says, "All right, please save my village." Thymer is carrying Leopard. Andreas thinks, "Isn't this the same direction as where I'm going? Well, I'll figure it out soon." After that, we see that the Leopardian village is burning. Andreas thinks, "I knew it. It's the same palace. That cave is the hidden spot where the giant corpse is, and the Leopardian village should be in front of it. Was gonna come back in the game due to Ranix's attack." Andreas says, "First, as promised, I'll get rid of those bugs." System says, "Casting minor necromancy, ghoul summoning. 63 corpses were detected. Insufficient caster level 24 corpses have responded. Minor necromancy ghoul, summoning successful. Bug type ghoul common. 24 ghouls are summoned." Andreas uses corpse explosion. There are still a lot of bugs attacking the village. Timer also protects them. Timer is killing bugs, and Nickel is cutting them to pieces. Ranix is watching from behind a rock. He thinks, "What? Who on earth is he? I was only looking for the deadly sins on Master Jester's orders. Damn it. I have to get out of here." Andreas stabs him and says, "I know you were close by, Ranix." He gets really angry and says, "Bastard. Who are you? Why do you know me? There's no reason for you to attack me if you're a black mage as well." Andreas says, "Silence. I'm the one asking questions. Are you here on Jester's order to find the deadly sins?" Ranix is really surprised and says, "How did you know?" Andreas says, "Just answer the question, or I'll cut your arm off. Something smells here. Maybe I should prod him a bit more?" Based on the situation, it looks like you were after the Leopardians' Lunapult crystal. Did you attack them because you thought it was one of the deadly sins? Think carefully before you answer. You can either die right here, or you can tell me everything you know. If you refuse to answer, I'll take it that you choose death." Ranix says, "Wait, I'll talk. It's not exactly accurate, but this is our list of possible deadly sins." Andreas takes it and says, "Good. I'll confirm it. Mysterious treasures from the depths of the sea, to be auctioned at the Muriel auction." Andreas says, "Looks like this thing is most likely to be a deadly sin. Port Town Muriel, that's my next destination." Ranix says, "You'll spare." Andreas cuts him and says, "Thanks for the useful information. Let's keep his body and use it for experiments. There's not much time left until the auction. I'll head to Muriel as soon as I get back." They say, "Thank you for saving our village. As you can see, we are unable to repay you properly right now, so please, at least accept this Lunapult crystal." Andreas says, "No need. I have no interest in that." She says, "Then." Andreas says, "I'd like to go there. Can you let me in?" They think, "No way. Is he also aiming for the mine?" As expected, humans can't be trusted. She says, very well, you may come in. They says, but, elder, no matter how much we owe him, if not for this man's help, our village would have been destroyed, and there would be neither mine nor anything else. Andrea says, relax, I have no interest in the lunapult crystal. She says then, why? He says, I'll explain the reason inside. Because that's where the one I want is. They reach the end of the cave. Andrea says, around here. She says, but it's just a hard rock wall there. Andrea says, Timer, break it down. Timer punches the wall to pieces. Elder's surprised and thinks, a Tigerian warrior? What fearsome strength. They say, Elder, it's dangerous here. We've to step out. We see that there is a really big cave full of crystals behind the wall. Elder is really surprised and says, the crystals? There's so many of them. She says, so this is what you were after. Andrea says, I know the value of these well enough. But as I said before, I have no interest in them. She says then, what? He says that's the one I want. There is a statue. They say, why is there such a huge thing here? Andrea says, I'll leave all the lunapult to you. But in return I need you to leave me here alone for a while. She says, may I ask why? As the head of the tribe, I have to know. No need to worry. I had intended to do you any harm. I would have done it already. One of them gets angry and says, what did you say? Even if you're our savior, that's just unacceptable. She says, for not taking it from use by force, I'll put my trust in you. But please, as the first human we've ever made a promise to, please honor it. The leave. He says, God, I'm finally alone. Since it's no longer fresh, it might be better to turn it into a ghoul. System says, casting minor necromancy, ghoul summoning, 1 corpse was detected. Insufficient caster level. Minor necromancy, ghoul summoning has failed. As I thought. It won't go that easily, huh? No matter how long it takes, I'll definitely make you mine. Andreas keeps trying but is failing again and again. Says, I've been trying for over a week now, yet all my attempts have failed. Should I just give up at this stage? No, this place is no longer a secret. There's no guarantee the giant would still be here the next time I come back. Anyway, let's try increasing the amount of mana beyond the standard. Let's go for all or nothing. Casting minor necromancy, ghoul summoning. 1 corpse was detected. He thinks, I still have time. I'll keep trying. System's eyes. Minor necromancy ghoul summoning successful. Titan ghoul mythical 1 ghoul is summoned. The level of the finished corpse is a high status. Bonus added. The level of the finished corpse is transcendent. Tier increased. It has become a champion Titan ghoul. The level of the finished corpse is almost transcendent. It regains some of its former egos. It's a mythical level undead inheriting some of its traits before death. Champion Titan ghoul mythical. Rudradal Kanadando. Undead, Tier 6.
Mana 3733.
Traits, egos, monstrous strength, fighting spirit, indomitable. Andreas thinks, how intimidating. I'm probably the only one in the world who can command a giant tribe right now. Now I won't be afraid of a troop-level enemy anymore. Thank goodness all that hard work was worth it. After that we see Jester has a bug trap inside a jar. It blows up. He thinks, Ranix. Is it dead? Well, no matter. I still have plenty of pawns out there. A crow gets there and says, Master Jester, His Imperial Majesty wants to see you. He says, understood. Let him know I'll be there at once. I have just had something to report to him. After that we see the old man is eating potato and says, did the Empire send you? Andres says, I am here on the recommendation of the Duke of Alvin. Backed? That body sent you? The 18th part of the Necromancer's evolutionary traits ends here. If you want to see more, please subscribe and like. And if you want to support me financially, you can join my channel membership or Patreon only for $1. Patreon and Discord links are in the description if you want to support me. And a special thanks to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks for watching.